Hi, Libra and Libra rising. This is your horoscope for June 2024. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, we've got a very important month ahead. This is because Jupiter has now left Taurus and your 8th house and is now in the 9th house of higher learning, education, politics, travel, exploring, higher purpose, meaning of life. So this is going to be a very important month for many of you. So this reading is for anyone who has a sun sign in Libra or a rising sign in Libra. This is a general Western astrology tropical reading. And again, it has to be general because I don't have everybody's birthday and everyone's birth chart and birthday is different. So it has to be very general. Anyway, so we're starting off the month with the sun and Venus also conjunct right there. Venus is your ruler. And so it's in the 9th house. So the need to travel, the need to teach, the need to, express yourself, the need to explore, the need to just learn more is going to be really strong. Now, with the sun and Venus conjunct like this as we begin the month, you're in a very creative state of mind. And so you're looking at the future with optimism, or you're wanting to try something new. You're more playful, a little bit more adventurous, especially with Jupiter also being here. And this will be here the entire year from this May to the May of 2025. So it's going to help enhance a lot of your, ability to move forward and try new things. We also have a very favorable alignment this month that begins at the beginning of the month. And that is Jupiter trining Pluto in the 5th house. So this has a lot to do with either your creative projects, or your love life, or, just your general love in general. That could be anything from children to just loving life to, your job, your creative projects, feeling lucky, feeling fortunate. And so this is a wonderful alignment, okay, which lasts for a couple of days, actually, from the beginning of the month till the, first couple of days of the week here, of the first week of June. And so this is a good time for you to kind of venture out, try new things, see new things, meet new people, explore. And this will help you, go to that level on a deeper, looking at it from a deeper perspective because of Pluto here in Aquarius. So I say take advantage of it. Now, everything starts to shift into Gemini here. Not everything, but a lot of the planets. Mercury goes into Gemini right there. Now, Mercury does very well in Gemini. In other words, it amplifies the energy of Mercury because it's in its own home sign of Gemini. So talk about, conversation and a need to express yourself and your ideas, and your mind is just constantly racing. So as you can see here, we have 4 planets in Gemini, and Venus is still conjunct the sun. So there's a very creative period here for many of you. And so with Mercury there, you're going to need to express yourself. You need to write. You're going to need to, share your ideas. You need to talk. You need to understand the meaning of life, the purpose, all of this stuff, because Gemini is a very curious sign. And so this is going to enhance all of that right around that time. The new moon is also in Gemini. This is going to be at 16 degrees of Gemini. So wherever that is in your actual birth chart, that's the area you want to take a look at. And so this again enhances this 9th house. Learning, traveling, adventure, optimism, playfulness, having a good time. This is all part of the equation with this new moon. So for the next 2 weeks after this new moon, you're in an excited sort of state of mind, a state of consciousness. And you want to just go and explore. You want to see. And so I would encourage it. Okay. Now, there is one caution here in that this new moon is going to be squared Saturn right here at 18 degrees. So 16 to 18, that's a square in astrology, which is a challenge. So this could have something to do with health matters. It could have something to do with responsibilities. It could have something to do with restrictions about your daily routine or life, like taking care of someone who's ill or a sick pet, or you have a pet at home and you can't travel, that kind of stuff, you see. So this is something to just keep an eye out for. And, depending on your own situation and your birth chart, that's how it'll affect you. But it looks like there's a chance to branch out here in a big way. Now, Mars enters Taurus on the 9th. Now, the energy shifts from the Aries 7th house. Now, Mars in Taurus in the 8th house. Now, this has a lot to do with several areas. One is Obviously, Taurus is about finance. So finance, anything to do with finance is going to be important. Anything to do with income, investments, all of that stuff is going to be on the table as Mars makes its way through this 8th house. The other thing with Mars in the 8th house is maybe a relationship. Having to do with a sexual relationship, because 8th house is sexuality. So maybe you find yourself in a sexual relationship or thinking about sexuality more. Okay, but Mars in Taurus is also about sensual pleasures. So wanting, maybe going to for massages and just enjoying yourself in terms of beauty and aesthetics and all that stuff. That's going to be part of the equation here. But more than likely, this has a lot to do with money or values. Something you believe in or you don't believe in. This is going to come to the surface with Mars in the sign of Taurus. Now, but Mars is going to make a tricky alignment to Pluto as soon as it enters. So on the 11th, all the way to about the 14th, Pluto right here is going to be squaring Mars right there. So this again could be a tricky situation, either involving someone else, like a child or a loved one, or it could have a financial disruption or irritation of some kind. So keep an eye on this one here. Maybe there's a new project or endeavor that's taking up most of your time. Maybe you're overwhelmed with bills. It depends on your own personal situation. But this one can be a little bit tricky or irritable in some way, or someone just irritates you. Now, on the 17th, we have Venus entering Cancer. At the same time, we have Mercury entering Cancer on the 17th. So simultaneously, these two are coming into a more favorable alignment in the 10th house. So what is the 10th house? It's the career. It's being seen in the public. It's in the sign of Cancer, so it has to do with feelings, family, foundation, real estate matters if you're involved in real estate. Maybe you're redecorating. Maybe you're getting a promotion. Maybe you're overworked at work and you have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe the higher-ups are on your back and, sort of giving you a hard time for some reason. But whatever it is, you're feeling a lot more sensitive than normal because of Venus, your ruler, in Cancer. And Mercury in Cancer does not necessarily work well because Mercury likes to think and process information. And Cancer is all about feelings. So sometimes it's hard to vocalize those feelings, you see. So this is going to be more of a sensitive time where you feel more either alone or you're overworked and you're trying to deal with all of that. Now, the Sun enters Cancer as well on the 20th and 21st, adding another element of the Cancer energy. But with the Sun there, it's a creative force. So this is saying something to do with your job or being seen in the public or something to do with your family dynamics are on the table here. So this could be maybe you're getting a raise, maybe at work you're being promoted. Maybe the higher ups are seeing what you're doing and they appreciate it. Maybe you are expressing your emotions to someone or someone's expressing their emotions to you. This could be a very emotional time with 3 planets in Cancer in the 10th house. So keep an eye on that one. That is going to be important in the next 30 days. The full moon, the day after or so, is going to highlight the 4th house of feelings, foundation, and home once again. But this time it's in Capricorn. So again, it has to do with your purpose, your sense of direction, your foundation, where you belong, maybe something to do with land or home, remodeling, because the 4th house has a lot to do with that, but so do these planets up here. So there's this push and pull here, once again, amplifying anything to do with emotions and feelings. And so this could be some family dynamics. Maybe you have some family issues. Maybe someone in your life is ill or not doing well. It really depends on your actual birth chart. But again, this is a very general overview of what I see here. And last but not least, we have Saturn going retrograde right here. It's in stationary position, and it'll go retrograde for about 4 months in this 6th house. So this is going to have you rethinking things and processing information and, thinking about the past, and maybe you're going back to a job from the past. But Saturn retrograde here is also about karma. So whatever effort you put into your job or your health, let's talk about health as well, because the 6th house represents health matters. So you might find yourself revisiting doctors or taking care of your health in some way during this 4-month period of retrograde. But whatever it is, it's going within. So you have to look at it from that perspective. Okay, going within, trying to figure things out. Saturn in retrograde will make you work a little harder, no doubt about that. So you're going to have to pay attention to that as well. So anyway, looks like a pretty good month, first half of the month. Second half, there might be a little bit more emotion and feeling, a little inertia in the picture. But overall, you'll get through it anyway. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I have an important message I'd like to share with you. And have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hi. Thank you so much for watching my monthly astrology. I really appreciate your support over the years. Have you ever considered learning astrology? Well, you're in luck because I've created a full online astrology course in my private community. It's a full 6-module course that takes you from the beginning of astrology, what it all means, the mythologies, the houses, all the way to the more advanced techniques such as progressions, solar returns, how to read transits, how to make predictions. It's all there in this course here. And I even dive into some of the mysterious stuff, what some of the symbolism is all about. So I think you might want to check it out if you're interested. Along with the course, we have a very tight-knit community here where everyone helps each other out. And so if someone knows a lot about astrology, they help other people with astrology. So it's a community that really gets involved and, really wants to learn and help each other out. But as you can see here, I have a whole lot more on this private community. I also have the Inner Circle live calls each week. Now, this is something that I do twice a month on YouTube, but here I do them on a weekly basis. And I talk about various topics. You get to ask me questions, we interact, and we learn a whole lot more than just astrology. So this could be anything from astrology to what's going on in the world, predictions, politics, whatever it is. We talk about it in the Inner Circle calls. Of course, I do have videos here that I do not have on YouTube, so you get those too. And then I've got a private resource vault, which has videos that I suggest watching, books suggested reading, meditations, and more. So if you're interested in learning astrology or want to be part of a great community that's really growing fast, head on over to the link down below and click on the link and join today. All right? Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.